So I'll repeat, what I said. Before you give any talk, if you're called for a talk, even a 5-minute talk or 3-minute talk or 10-minute talk on the stage, before you get up to speak, you have to give a suggestion that whatever you're going to say is going to benefit the audience. Okay, that's the first secret. It will benefit the audience. The second is when you go on top, don't speak too fast. So the trick is to speak. Your speaking should be slower than your thinking. A lot of times people make the other way around. Their speaking is faster than the thinking. And guess what? You start running out of words. So what you speak should be slower than your thinking should be ahead. You should always be thinking ahead. It all comes with practice, Vivek. It is slowly, practice it and find it out. So let me hear some other people. There are 15, 18 people on the call. So we know that one is a human being. Just want to ensure that others are also humans. Before I go on to a small exercise I plan to do, just wanted to hear at least 5 or 6 of you expectations from today. The next 48 minutes, we've already started off giving some tips and tricks, but just wanted to, until people start writing, I just thought I'll wait and watch. Yeah, I will share my experiences, Vivek, soon. Okay, we'll go to Stuti. I get fear when the audience looks into my eyes and I forget what I'm going to say. So, how can I improve that? Please tell me. So, the another secret, Stuti, is that when you get up, I told Vivek what you do before you go on the stage. So, when you get on the stage and you're facing the audience, there's a second suggestion you have to give. And it's a complete paradox of what I just told right now. So you're giving a suggestion that what I'm going to say is going to benefit the audience, right? Which is going to benefit all of you. So let's say today, when I'm speaking right now, I'm consciously making an attempt to say something which is trying to benefit all of you. But I have a second suggestion also, which I parallelly make. I don't care much about what you all are thinking about me. I'll repeat. I know it's a little ruthless or a little, if I may say so, rude, but it's very important that you have to give the suggestion that you should not worry too much about what others are thinking of you. It's a killer because when you start worrying about what Stuti is thinking of me or Vivek is thinking of me or all the others are thinking of me, then my entire confidence goes down. And especially if it's in person, it's even difficult. So this is the answer to that question, Stuti. So good idea. We start with Q&A. That's good. Instead of expectations, let's go into Q&A. So that's the trick. So what are the challenges that you all face when you all speak? So let's start with that particular point. And all this is level one. Level one is moving from fear to confidence. And that's the start of Speakology or the art of speaking. But you need to go way beyond that. You need to put structure into your speech. You need to put body language, voice, tone, up and down. You need to know when to pause. You need to know when to be comfortable with yourself. And you also need to know when to talk, when not to. Handling ruthless audiences. So all these things are, way ahead. But let me just wait for a few more responses before we go ahead. We begin with interaction. Okay, we begin with Q&A. So any other thoughts, challenges that you all face while speaking, and any expectations from the next, now you're following, short 45 minutes. Any thoughts, any expectations that you all have? So we have started off with the basics of speaking, okay, till now, but anything else that you are looking at? If you want to give a short talk for 1 or 2 minutes, and I can give a small evaluation on the way you speak, because speaking it's all practical. There's not much to teach theoretically. So anybody wants to give it a go? Okay, Hamza. While I represent something on a big platform among a large audience, sometimes I get messed up with the words that are spoken are really acceptable by all, or they are just pretending it to be okay. So the another secret in Speakology is that I call it forget the past. Let me explain. So when you're speaking something, a lot of times what happens is we can get messed up with the words, as you rightly mentioned, Hamza. You can get messed up with the words, and the only way to tackle it is to bumble on. Bumble on means you just need to move on. Just stop worrying about what you just did or what you spoke, because you can't change it. Just let it go and just keep moving on. Now, the best part I've noticed in my various sessions, and I've conducted almost 400, 500 workshops, sometimes some of them pretty large, even 500,000 plus. One of the learnings in the last, in various audiences, students, adults, corporates. Recently, I was in Maldives for conducting a session for CEOs. Now, my learning from all this is everybody has an elephant memory. Elephant memory, sorry, the reverse. What is it called? Goldfish memory. Okay. People normally don't remember so much. So if you make a mistake and you move on and then you correct it and you start talking, making some sense out of it, people forget the fact that you made a mistake. Vice versa. If you're saying something great and you make a mistake and you stick on it, you keep, you know, going on and on with it. People again keep remembering that. So this is my experience with in the last many years of having trained thousands of people, that people have goldfish memory. They don't remember too much, especially when you don't pay too much attention to it. So let's say when you're speaking, you get messed up with the words, as you rightly mentioned, Hamza, or you make a wrong action. You slightly trip and fall if you're walking, or some mistake. I mean, there are 1,000 mistakes that can happen when you're up on the stage. The only way is to ignore and just move on. And if you ignore and forget, even the audience seems to ignore and forget. Okay, this is pretty interesting, but it works perfectly well, and you can try it out. If you're ever giving a big talk sometime, you can just try this out. That if you make a mistake, you can actually purposely try, just make a small mistake and just move on. You'll notice that they recover much quicker than you, and you can just move on. So I hope that answers that, Hamza. Okay, next question. So, Bhagya, when you practice really hard for a speech, whether it has to be said or spoken in front of a huge audience or an individual, why does the consciousness always take over the mind and make you forget each word of his speech? I just forgot to mention that to both Vivek and Stuti, that many times when you practice very hard, so let's say, I have, I'm just taking a random book, and I plan to give a talk, based on a particular passage of this book, and I memorize it. I memorize it. Let's say if it's handwritten also, and I, kind of memorize it completely. Okay, Saint Kabir has said this, and what I mean. This is a particular book I'm reading, and this is the particular saying, on simplicity, on reality, etc., etc., etc. So I memorized the entire speech word for word. Okay, which means I practiced extremely hard. So after which, when I go on the stage, the mistake we make is that we try to recollect. Mark my words, we try to recollect what we have written. Okay. Now I've spoken to some leaders in speaking, including international speakers, at Dubai and at US, etc. First, I thought it's only my problem. Okay. Then I realized that everybody has the same problem. Now, what I realized is and we should do this at, especially when I used to give the sessions at Toastmasters, because we have practice speeches. Never does what you write. You will never say the same thing that you write. Okay. So let me repeat in simple words that you have written, a 10-page thing and you have practiced really well. When you go on stage and speak, however well you have written it, for some reason, I have no clue why, some reason, you can never repeat it in the same manner. There'll always be a change. Okay. So what happens, Saubhagya, is that we try to go back and recollect what comes after the next line, what comes after the next line. So that's a mistake we make. After practicing, let go of this. Okay, so the practice is done. Okay, now throw it away. You have it in your mind. You start off, and then you just let it go. Just let it flow. Sorry, let it flow. Don't be worried if you're going to mix up words and pieces here, there, here, etc. Just don't bother about it. Just let it flow, because don't do this. Every word of the speech. You're memorizing. Once you've done it all well, when you start the speech, let it flow. When you talk to one group of people, the speech will be different. When you talk to another group, the speech will change. When you talk to a third group, the speech will change again. There's a reason for it. It's because the audience directs what you speak. Okay, I'll repeat, the audience actually has influence on what you speak. Especially, that's why it's very important to give the suggestion that what you're speaking is for the benefit of the audience. And when you give that suggestion, that particular audience, let's say now today we have, 20 students. Now, if I have to give this talk again, same questions again, maybe tomorrow, to a different group, or maybe even to the same group, I may give different answers. Okay, I may give varying answers, slightly different answers here and there. Now, if you had luckily, had you given this, just imagine, had you given these 5 questions to me through Devesh or Aditya, had you given it to me yesterday, okay, these 5 questions, which I just saw, and then I made notes on it. Okay, I practiced. Okay, 5 questions by Mr. Vivek, Miss, Stuti and Hamza and Saubhagya. I have these 5 questions, and I make notes on it. I write lectures and I keep it ready, practice the whole day. And then when I come and deliver, okay, it'll never be the same what I wrote. Okay, there could be something, some similarity, but it'll never be the same. So, Saubhagya, that's the answer to the question. Just let go of what you've written and go ahead. Okay, Bipasha, let's go to the next one. Good evening, sir. I get very nervous to speak in front of the mic. Sir, can you please guide me how to improve the skill and how I should improve my speaking skills when I give any presentations? There are 2 questions here. The first question, I just covered the first part with Vivek, that when you go and speak, you have to immune yourself from the audience, as well as give a suggestion that what you're going to say is going to benefit the audience. The second part, which is presentations, I'm not sure if you're talking about PPTs, but if you are, then it's a big topic in itself. And I'll take that offline with you on how to deliver the right PPT, how to word the PPT and how to deliver it. That's a huge session in itself. So now I got a hang of what you're into. Let me go directly to this particular program, which is a diploma in Speakology, which I have come across. There are multiple people involved in it, but The main creator of the program is me. Okay, so there's a mission of Speakology, and it's to help 1 million people across the world to be able to communicate with impact before 2025. So that's the core mission, that we have. And I'm going to go straight to, what should I go for? Okay, let's go to the reasons why, how you can benefit, from this particular course. Is you learn all aspects of speaking. I'm going to come to the course content. There's a huge gain in confidence. You can crack interviews, you can bag scholarships, master of speaking on the stage, becoming a future leader, social mastery. Social mastery, which means impromptu speaking or speaking in front of friends, etc. Building stronger relationships, because our relationships are based on communication. You end up with a diploma in Speakology, and this is also the basic foundation to become a coach. Okay, so these are some of the things. I just thought I'll take one live session which I had done before the lockdown. You can just have a look at it.
Everybody, I'm Darshika and I'm here to speak about my best vacation. Vacations are something we always enjoy and always look forward to. They break the monotony of our daily routine and help us feel rejuvenated. All of us must have gone on many vacations, but we always have that one vacation that we always cherish and love. Well, I do have one such vacation. We all know that summers is the time when we go on a long break to some place to enjoy. Last year, I went on a trip to few of the European countries and states. We visited many places like Switzerland, Italy, Paris, Florence, Capri, etc. It was a really fun experience as I went to a different continent with different people and cultures. We visited many wonders of the world, including the Colosseum and the Eiffel Tower. It was a new experience as I could meet different kinds of people and I tried many different cuisines. Overall, the whole experience was really amazing. But the best part that I liked about the tour was our stay in Switzerland. Switzerland, the beautiful sceneries, the lush green fields, the high-rise mountains. Oh, I was on cloud nine. The weather over there was really pleasant, and I felt as though I was in paradise. Overall, it was a really relaxing experience, and I really enjoyed my stay in Switzerland. Thank you.
So this is one of the speeches that we had done in person when before the lockdown. And let me go straight to so this is the credentials of the trainer. So as I said, I'm the creator of this particular platform on Speakology. I've been a president at Toastmasters, an advanced communicator bronze, winner at multiple table topics and international speech contests. I've been a trainer at BNI and the founder at TechnoSplit Consulting, and I've conducted 300, 400 plus workshops across the world in 8 to 10 countries. I also have a lot of courses on Udemy, basic courses, level 1 courses on Udemy, and 5 courses. So let's come to this particular program, which is the diploma in Speakology, and what it's all about, and how can a person benefit from it. So the first one is there are 3 modules, which is imbibing the basic rules of Speakology, social mastery, and secrets of Speakology and micro activities with diploma assessments. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll just give you a brief of these 3 modules. After that, I'm actually going to invite 1 or 2 of you to speak, and I'm going to give you an assessment, free assessment, okay, which hopefully can help you. So just be prepared. Any 2 of you, if you are ready to speak for 1 or 2 minutes on any topic after what I have to say. So the first module is to imbibe the basic rules of Speakology, mastery of speaking on the stage. And I think some of you all were asking some questions related to this. And there are various chapters in this. Each chapter has videos as well as assignments around it. So we have the first chapter, which is the traits of a good speaker. And if you notice, one of them is flexibility, also naturalness. Each of them are pretty unique in their own respect, authenticity, vulnerability, etc. Chapter 2 is what we covered a bit today, is how do you move from fear to confidence. It's a challenge. It's the first step in speaking. Chapter 3 is the structure of a speech. How do you really structure a speech? Many speeches get destroyed because of a wrong structure. Chapter 4 is visual imagery and some magic tricks, which also includes bring the speech to life. Adjectives. Rhetoric is a question where the answer is implied, yes or no. Power of three, 3 words in a sequence. Chapter 5 is body speaks and voice diseases. Chapter 6 is harmony in the speech and putting it all together. Harmony is the flow of the speech. So I hope one or two of you will speak now, and we can try to analyze, how we are in the current status. The second module is social mastery, introduction to impromptu speaking. So there's a technique to even do impromptu speaking. Okay, so creating the right mindsets, that's the start and some important tools. But after that, there are 6 techniques, and if you know these techniques and master it, any topic, anywhere you can hold the audience for 2 to 3 minutes or 4 minutes using any of these techniques in a very structured manner. It's not just holding the audience. It's not that jam, just a minute we used to have in college long back. Just you blabber nonsense for 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's not that. You actually speak sense. You make sense of what you're speaking for 3 minutes on any topic, at any point. And there are some techniques around it, like this problem cause or OSOSCP, third alternative, handling idioms and quotes, etc. The third module is secrets of Speakology, and we have a few secrets which are there, which if handled well, you can be extremely good. And then we have 10 micro activities, small activities, which if you do it correctly, you can improve in the way you speak. Once you finish the 3 modules, you have the assessments. So every month, we're going to have 2 Zoom sessions, live sessions within the particular platform, and where people will be either talking about the banking activities or giving the prepared speeches, and post which you get the diploma. So it's a credits of 780 credits, and it's accredited by the Technospirit University, and this is the particular course all about. So you'll be getting a named certificate at the end of the day. So let me see, what should I mention? So the mission of Speakology, of course, is to help a huge number of people across the world to be able to communicate with impact before 2025, and that's the reason of this particular session on this course. So some credentials of the creators of the platform. So I'm the key creator of the particular platform on Speakology, and conducted multiple workshops across various countries, also in Udemy, Toastmasters, BNI. We have the course content structure vetted by a lady called Nirbala Lakshmipati, and she is with vast experience in the field of education. She was a principal of a couple of renowned international schools, as well as conducted various value programs. But more importantly, she was a core member of the first BBSC syllabus, which was approved by the board, the government of India. And so she's the one who structured the entire syllabus. We also have the Speakology trademark and the course modules vetted by the legal advisors, and we have the governing body consisting of distinguished people in varying age as well as experience. And yeah, so anyone above the age of 10, as mentioned, can get this particular certificate. So where is this available? It is online on the Thinkific platform, and the 2 live sessions will happen within this platform on Zoom. 2 live sessions every month. Any person who joins will have access for 1 year on this particular platform, and we have various resources which can help you and guide you further in the course of the journey. So I just like to take a pause here before we go ahead, and I have two requests. One is if there are any questions or clarifications on the course, this is the time you can put it on the chat or you can talk. The second bigger request is to make this whole thing more lively. I was looking at one or two volunteers who can give a talk, and on the condition that we can assess the talk. So if one or two people want to give a go at it on any simple topic, give a short talk. We can assess it so the other all of you will learn on some of the tips that we can get on speaking well. So is there anybody who wants to bite the bullet? You'll have to actually come on video and then give the talk, because I'll need to see you also, whoever it is. So who wants to go in? Or if you have any questions or clarifications on the course or any other comments. So how many of you have stage fright? Raise your hands. I mean, you can just go on the Zoom and put a reaction and just put your hand up. How many of you have stage fright? Raise your hand. So I only see two people who have stage fright. How many of you don't have stage fright? Raise your hand. So Ankit, you raised your hand. You don't have stage fright, or you have? Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, Ilma certainly doesn't have. Okay. So Bhagya, wow. Okay. So Ilma, Janvi, Ankita, Sobhagya, one of you want to give a short talk? I'm just trying to minimize the uh, time so that we can do it quickly instead of coaxing others. College life. You can talk about college life. Any of you want to open it up and talk, or you can actually talk about the online education that's going on right now. Feel free, actually. You can talk about anything, but yes, anybody's coming up? People are reducing the hands. Huh? Okay. Ilma or Ankit? Aha. So let's see the last hand standing. Yes, Ilma, you want to go for it? Yeah, whoever wants, unmute, put on your camera and just go for it. Whoever wants to have a go for it. Speak for 1 or 2 minutes, and we can have a quick evaluation, and that will be helpful not just to you. Of course, it will be hugely helpful to you, whoever is the person speaking.
Any topic you might suggest, sir?
Any topic. So, who's the one speaking now? Yeah, go for it. Who's the one? Who wants to go? Vivek? Yeah, go for it. You just need to put a video on so that I can see it well. I'm also going to put you on. Yeah, you can start. I'm ready whenever you are.
So sorry, sir. Video and so audio is.
Okay, leave the video, then let's go with audio.
I'm Vivek Mishra, sir. It's my first year now.
Okay.
BBA first year, and I literally plan to do something in my college life soon as. Sorry, sir. Just a little nervous.
Yeah, keep talking. I mean, it's fine. Just bubble on. You can unmute and just continue on. You're better than the rest because nobody else unmuted themselves. You're the only one who did it. So I would consider you as a leader of the pack. So Dheeraj, there's nobody speaking. I'm waiting for somebody to speak. We can't hear you, Dheeraj. You can unmute. I think you're muted. So anybody else wants to speak or? Okay, so let's look at a question now since nobody's speaking. How to come out of this nervousness? To what will people think of us when we want to speak out when someone is already speaking? Sorry, let me reread it. How to come out of this nervousness to what people think about us when we want to speak out? Oh, when someone is speaking on the stage. Okay, I got it. So there's somebody speaking on the stage and you want to ask a question or you want to speak out. Am I correct, Ankit? because the chat is a little unclear. What I understood from what you said, is that correct? Yeah. So the question you're asking is that you're nervous when you ask a question to somebody who's speaking on the stage. Is it correct? So the only strategy, Ankit, is immune yourself from what the audience is going to think of you. So even if you're in the audience and you're asking a question, in a large audience, and you're asking a particular question to somebody who's speaking on the stage, you have to immune yourself from what the audience reaction for you. You would immune yourself from what the audience will think of what what you're saying or what you're asking. And it just comes as a suggestion. You just give a suggestion, the don't care attitude. I really don't care what they think of me. That's the only way to do it. There's no other way. Because because you can't really control what others think of you. Well, that's very important. I did mention briefly to all the earlier people also, Stuti and others. One thing you can't control is how others behave. What they behave, think, or do is something you just can't control. So the only person you can control is you yourself. Okay. For example, in this particular group, I can't really control any of you all. Can I? Okay. I mean, I can request once, twice, and then I just let go. So the best way is to, again, have the not care attitude of what they're thinking of you. And that's the answer to that question, Ankit. You have to be bold and just answer that. Yes, Vivek, you can be unmuted. Where's Vivek Mishra? Yeah. Go for it, Vivek.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I am Vivek Mishra. I recently passed my class 12 from New Angel Secondary School in Pratapgarh. And now I am selected a topic for my college planning. What should I plan to my college in my 3 years? Am I going right, sir? Correct.
You are, yeah. You just continue on.
It's my first year, so I planned certain points to do in my college life. Firstly, I think that I have any job or any ideas for these 3 years to illuminate or to pursue my any passion to curriculum activities or something which enhance me more better than my past. Secondly, I also think that I am not being burden on my parents of uh, as much as fees related to fees or to support my family. That's all. I'm nervous.
Yeah, amazing. I think, can all of you at least give a round of applause for Vivek? Maybe a clap on your Zoom. Okay, so Vivek, with your permission, can I just say something about what you said to help improve it?
Yes, yes.
Awesome, Vivek.
Ah.
So number one is a great beginning and a good start of a particular speech. Just some thoughts to improve it better, because Speakology is all about improvement and not doing the same thing again and again. The first is your voice. Just ensure that there is a confidence or a clarity in your voice when you begin to speak. Anyway, that's a much later chapter. But what you can do initially is, when you start speaking, have a clarity in each of the words when you start speaking. Second is harmony in the speech. As you speak, there has to be a harmony as it flows, like water flows from one pipe to another, or the river flows into the sea.
I'm not so fluent, sir.
That's okay.
The fluency.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, whatever language it is, in fact, I know a lot of people who don't know English or Hindi, etc. They talk in a manner which is confident and fluent, even with grammatical errors, etc. And the third point is structure. For example, what you could say, is good evening, gentlemen, or gentlemen and ladies, whatever. My name is Vivek Mishra, and I'm in my first year of a particular college. And in the last few days, I've been having some ideas of what to do in my college life. Now you give a pause. Okay, what is happening is you're thinking, uh, you're giving a pause at all the wrong places. So you have to give the pause at the right place, which allows you to think ahead. Okay, so I have some ideas of what to do in my college life, and you give a pause. Now I don't know what is the idea. Now I'm actually going to bring it up. So my first idea is to start doing something different and new and unique, which will enable me to learn something. So that's my first idea. Let's go to the second thought or second suggestion, or the particular thought that I have is not to be a burden on my parents for my fees, which are enormously large, or on my cumbersome fees, etc. Now here I'm also adding adjectives to make it get some life into it, and you do it on the fly. The first word that comes to you, as you speak. And my third thought is A, B, C, D, etc. So these are the thoughts that I've been having in the last few days as I embark on this beautiful journey in BBA first year in this particular city during this lockdown. So I just made this up as I went on. When you're comfortable with yourself and you're not caring much about what the audience is thinking of you, you follow all these principles, then you can actually talk in a very smooth manner without worrying about grammar and all this stuff. You may make grammar errors that is separately, we will correct it, and as you speak, you will correct your grammar sooner or later. But if you can begin speaking, removing this fear, and just start speaking in a flow, let each word flow into the other harmoniously, and pause at the right time, and then release. Okay, so it's almost like a music, that goes on. But thank you, Vivek. You're at least you're the one.
Yes, sir.
So we have 3 or 4 minutes more. Any last thoughts, questions that any of you have? Yeah, go ahead, Suti.
So maybe some network issue.
No problem. If you can come on camera, it will be great, Suti. I can at least even also comment on eye movement, etc. But if not, you can unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Stuti, and my name is Stuti, and I'm pursuing BCom honors from ICC MRT. I currently I'm in my second year. I want to tell you about my college life. My faculty members are very understanding and helping, and I have a lot of good friends in my college. And after completing my BCom honors, I want to pursue MBA from DU. and want to go in corporate world. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Stuti. Very good, very good. Again, good round of applause for our second candidate who spoke well and pretty good, Stuti. So, Stuti, with your permission, I'll just dissect this speech which you gave. Are you okay? Okay. So, yes, okay. I saw the message. Okay. So, Stuti, great BCom honors and college life, etc. I think you had a better harmony in your flow of words. It's possibly because you thought of what to speak beforehand. What you can do is there were some pauses at the wrong times. Let me explain to you. So you said, my name is Stuti, and I'm currently pursuing BCom honors in ICC MRT. But between honors and ICC, there was a sort of a stutter or a gap, which comes out pretty evidently because you are not sure of what to say, possibly. Okay, or it just happened naturally. But as you speak on, it will kind of reduce. And then you mentioned, I want to talk about college life uh, to begin with. So you can actually use the words, to begin with. I would like to talk about the faculty members. You are nervous, actually, correct? Yeah. About the faculty members who have been very helpful to me, as I go ahead. And I have some amazing friends. Now, look at the way I use the word amazing. Okay, I have some marvelous friends. I've been lucky to get some great friends in the short time that I have been in this particular college. So I'm just putting some life into the speech. You know, uh, you can even go to a second extent saying, normally people find it very difficult to get friends, but I'm lucky in the last few months that I've managed to get very good friends in this particular college. So now let me tell you what I'm going to do post my BCom. Now I've paused after that. So let me tell you what I'm going to do post my BCom. Now, when you pause, you actually attract the audience. Silence, you attract the vacuum. It creates a vacuum. Give a pause, 1 second, 1.5 seconds max. Okay, I'm going to do my MBA now because you're creating a new subject altogether. So the pause is kind of important and justified. It also gives you time to think what to say next. So I'm going to do an MBA in whatever it is, HR or finance, etc., whatever your preference are. This is what I'm planning to do from some prestigious institute, and post which I'll be getting a great job at the corporate world. Thank you so much for listening to me. So that's Stuti for you. Was it okay, Stuti? But even then, it was a great, amazing talk that you gave. Nothing to worry. So, any other questions, thoughts? 1 or 2 minutes more before we wind up. So, in case you want to see any of the social media, you can go to a Facebook page called Speako Success. We have almost 4,000 followers. You can log in and you can learn more. We have a YouTube channel. You can just search for Deepak Verma on YouTube. You will get the YouTube channel, which also has Speakology. We have a website, bit.ly Speakology01. You can track my Udemy or LinkedIn, etc. So this is, a brief of, of the particular course and structure. So this is, the course can be available at thinkific.com. You can just search for deepakverma.thinkific.com. You'll get it. And you can enjoy a journey on speaking. Remember, speaking is unfortunately, a very, very important skill that a person requires, which for some reason is not taught explicitly in schools and colleges, but somehow it is required. Like, you have this formula. 20% is really what you do, 80% is how you communicate what you do. So speaking is extremely important in whatever profession you go into, and it is important that you come out successful as a speaker. So with that, I'll hand it over back to Aditya or Devesh, whoever is on the call, if there's any other last thoughts, comments you want to put in, or if there's any other final question, we can take it because it's already 7. Oh, Dheeraj. So sorry. Yeah, you want to close it with whatever? Oh, have I not? Just a minute. Just a minute. My bad. I think all of you can unmute yourselves, please. I didn't realize this.
Sir, there will be none from my side. I just want that everyone, if they can take 2 minutes and fill the feedback form.
Absolutely, Aditya. And all of you can unmute yourselves.
Hello, myself Dheeraj Maurya, and I am also BCom Honors first year student. And I think college life poses a lot of challenge in front of me. I don't know what challenges are, but I am now in that place full of unfamiliar faces where I need mingling. I think it teaches to socialize and form opinion of our own. In college, there's free will and they gone on to become more confident and composed. In my school life, I always depend on our friends or teachers. But college life, I think, college life teaches to be independent, and it makes us stronger and teaches to fight our own battle. But some problems I am facing. I don't know. My English speaking was in my own language. It was good, yeah. But when I facing, I think. When I am present in front of any colleagues or teachers or anyone, but that's time when I trying to speak, my sentences was breaking. But in my own language, it's fully completed, and I am in my own language. I am confident. But when I trying to speak in front of someone, it's breaking. I don't know what to do.
So, Dheeraj, it all comes with practice. Any language comes with practice.
When I speaking on myself and practicing, I think I am more confident. But when I trying to speak in front of someone, the words are breaking.
Yeah, that's because of nervousness and your
Like now.
I noticed it, correct. So there's a sense of nervousness. And if most of you are either BB or BCom or whatever, you need to let go of the nervousness sooner or later.
Okay.
So it comes with practice and some structure and some tricks. You can slowly let go of the earlier the better. The earlier you let go of this, the faster the better,
Okay.
So good, Dheeraj. I think with that, I'm coming to a close of this session. And if there's any final questions, we can take it up. Maybe the last 1 minute or so.
Sir, everyone told me that college life poses a lot of challenges in front of me. So can you give some what the challenges are we will facing?
Which year are you in, Dheeraj?
I am first year. I think this was my first semester.
So the first challenge that you will face is moving into from a small protected pond from a small protected goldfish bowl to a lake, a larger lake. So the
Okay.
first challenge that you will face is how to continue to ingrain your own internal discipline when there seems to be a lack of it outside yourself, which was not there in school, before you joined here, where the discipline was external in some sense. Now you have to move it from external to internal. I think that's the biggest challenge which people face, and when they cannot handle it, it kind of goes into various directions. So that's the
Okay.
first point from a character perspective. And from a personality development perspective, this is the right age for you to develop your personality and to mold yourself. It's a bridge between now and the next few. The earlier, the better. You need to learn to be more confident and comfortable with yourself as you go ahead. So these are the couple of challenges which come first to my mind. Maybe if you ask a question tomorrow, I may give some different answers.
Okay. Sir, tomorrow will also have webinar.
No, no, no. I'm saying if you ask a question on any other day, I may give a different answer.
Okay.
So good. Aditya, shall we wind up or? Oh, 1 minute. Huh? I have a weird problem. I'm extremely nervous in front of the people I know. Okay. It's very clearly it's because you're worried about what they're thinking about you. So you're not comfortable in your own self about their image of you. You have to let go of it. That's the only thing. You have to just let go of it. So let's say, it's your close friends or your sisters or parents or whoever it is, I think in front of people I know. This is a typical issue because you feel that they have some image of you. You have to let go of that feeling itself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Shruti, correct. You have to let go of this feeling of what they have in in you. So I was not going to show this to you, but I want to show you a photo of myself many years ago. So in fact, I normally play this. So my personal story, I was born in Pune. This is a small boy,
Yes, sir.
not the big boy, the small boy, and I was born as a very
Yes,
shy
sir.
individual, extremely shy, much more shy than all of you put together.
Yes, sir.
I could not face anybody in public at all. Public, no, in person also. Even one on one, I could hardly talk to people. And so it was for a large period of my life. And, it's only later that I started to speak. So I know the difficulty, that people face when they cannot speak. It's
Sir,
huge.
how you get so much confident then? Confidence then?
I'm also not sure, but I followed a lot of principles, okay, which with a lot of practice and slowly but surely I moved out of it. This particular thought of,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
but all these, what I mentioned right in the first 30 minutes is something I practice,
Yes, sir.
not caring about what others are thinking of you, talking to benefit the audience, all these things are very powerful suggestions. If you keep practicing it, you will overcome this in a few days.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sudhi. So good. And any other thoughts, questions? Aditya, shall we close?
Sir, when you conduct next webinar, actually today I was late to attend this webinar.
Okay.
And it
I
was
think we're
incomplete
having one
for me.
tomorrow, right, Aditya?
Yes, sir. There is one on Saturday evening at 7.
Okay. Wanted to put the
That
link
is
in the chat. I think the bit.ly link you can just put in the chat so that whoever wants to join, they can join it tomorrow. Tomorrow again, I'll be giving a detailed, thing on.
guys. This is the link bit.ly Speakofire, and on the same link you will be able to join the webinar session that will happen from 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. That is Saturday, 19th of December.
Perfect. I think great. I think we can then see you tomorrow. Whoever wants to join, we can catch up tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
Dheeraj.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuti. Thank you, all the others. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.